Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Motivational Montage. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. Sometimes I feel like an ogre. This is another view of the example I've already blogged about. And since I'm on this walk, this path, I figured one of my walking trails would be a good spot to do this one at. Anyway, let me jump into it. Greetings. Going back a few blogs, I mentioned myself having layers like an ogre. I mean an onion. It was involving things I have to work on. This time, I'd like to point out some of these layers that aren't bad. Some of these layers are really good. Some better than others, but all having great value in the surroundings God has placed me in. The first layer that I wish to mention is my joy. Okay, this really isn't actually one layer. It's really part of every layer that's within me, be it a good layer or not. Count it all joy, James 1 and 2. Yeah, I guess in some cases this layer envelopes other layers and offers some comfort to me. In other layers, it's just part of the center of the layer, so as that layer isn't unstable and has some solidity. It also has different levels in other layers as well as for various reasons. Another layer that I feel the need to talk about is my humor. This layer is indeed all by itself and individualized from the others, yet it has a valuable skill. It can move among and between the other layers. Even every layer somehow has something funny about it, or something worth smiling or even laughing about for one reason or another. I have a theme going on here, don't I? Well, bottom line. The last layer I'm compelled to reveal is my love. This layer is in fact one single layer, but it meanders from deep inside towards the outside, in between all the other layers, within the layers, and is always moving towards the outside. All my layers, the good and the bad, are part of me, yet are not fully me. I believe I'm correct when I say these layers are of the flesh, but I am not. I am of the spirit. Huge difference. Yeah, that's in the blog. Big capital letters, huge difference between flesh and spirit. Yeah. And I end the blog with God bless. Love, joy, humor. Yeah, 3 layers I pointed out. I mean, there's several others that I could point out, but those 3 were important in this moment. And I remember the situation I was going through when I wrote this blog. I was actually trying to discover whether or not I need to back off. I mean, if I'm expressing all kinds of joy, and somebody's not, and they're suffering maybe a little bit, maybe my joy might make them feel uncomfortable. Maybe I should back off. Maybe. Then, of course, there's my humor. I got to joke about everything, anything. I mean, I can make everything funny. Not everything is supposed to be funny. Death, taxes, car breaking down while you're on your way to work. These are not funny things. My imagination is crazy enough to come up with something funny about it all, but that's neither here nor there. Because of the last layer that I talked about, my love. My love is going to keep me in check. If I think you need some joy, out comes the joy. If I think you need a little bit of humor, out comes the humor. But always and forever, the love will constantly come out. It has no choice. It's part of my spirit, because my spirit is attached to the Holy Spirit. There's the Holy Spirit attached to my spirit. Think about that one. You comment if you know, and if you think you know. But that's neither here nor there. Love is the greatest of all things. Humor and joy, from my perspective anyway, come from James 1:2. Count it all joy when you fall into trials and temptations and such. It's going to work on me. It's going to make me better. It's going to make me stronger. And in those moments when you need it, or somebody else needs it, and I put it out there, it helps them grow. Yeah, but it's not about me. It's about him, Soli Deo Gloria, remember? So, yes, the joy I have, all things, it stems from the fact that I'm saved through Jesus. The humor that I come up with, that's all because of this childlike nature that I happen to have, which isn't always childish. And of course the love, which never fails. Never fails. Love never fails. I read that somewhere. It's always going to happen regardless of the situation, good or bad. So all these layers that I keep talking about, every single one of them has some joy somewhere. Every single one of them can find something humorous about it to maintain that joy and to show that I still love my Lord, who's putting me through these situations and allowing me to go through these situations and allowing even me to put myself through situations to learn something. Sanctification, yeah, and my love. It extends through every single layer, including this layer. I love you and you can't do anything about it. Stay blessed, safe, healthy, and frosty. Till next time we get together, keep looking up.